for the York Hall Logan press conference, that was very intentional to take Jake and Logan into that sort of environment. I didn't expect people to be standing on the roof throwing bricks, but
Yeah.
but
Is that what happened then?
yeah. Have you not seen the videos?
I've seen the videos,
Yeah.
but I mean, anything can look dramatized online.
No,
Can't it?
that was really bad. That yeah. Well, I think we kind of walked away from that thinking, okay, nobody got hurt apart from Greg got smacked by a school kid chasing him up the road.
Right.
Logan's dad, which was okay.
So for those that don't know, the press conference before the first fight, KSI Logan, Logan and Jake, the Paul brothers, came over to England, had the press conference. What happened then in this video that you referenced?
Yeah, so the idea was with the press conference for KSI Logan 1, we had the American one first, and Americans being Americans, Hollywood being Hollywood, they're like, oh man, we want a massive one, we're going to do it at the Coliseum, and they spent an absolute ton of money to the point where we said, well, we're not paying for it, because contractually we should have paid for it, but like if you want to go all out there, then you pay for it, and they did, and it was a massive spectacle, I guess, and stage setup, but ultimately it was a bit, it was Jake shouting Walmart.
Yeah.
What the
I mean,
fuck was
you
that,
can spend
man?
all the money
What
you
an
want.
Absolute dipshit that kid.
Yeah,
is. Sorry,
I know.
But
You can spend all the fucking money you want. You can make it look as pretty as you want, as glamorous as you want. But if you've got Shannon Briggs there shouting "Let's go, champ" 150 times a fucking minute, it loses a bit of the appeal. Do you know what I mean? You could have watched that thing on mute and it'd have still been just as entertaining. But yeah, so they come over they do their sort of like showbiz thing in
America, and then and then sit down with JJ. I was like, okay, we need to make them feel uncomfortable over here. We've got home advantage, therefore we can dictate where we're going to go. I was like, let's take them to York Hall, middle of Bethnal Green,
Nice.
right in KSI land. I don't know if you've ever been in York Hall, but literally the change rooms and stuff have not changed in 80 years.
Right.
It's like they're like prison cells. So like, let's just make it as uncomfortable as possible for them. And we were actually filming the day before at the YouTube space with Johnny Nelson doing The Gloves Are Off. And I was speaking to Jeff, Logan's manager, and I was like, oh, you boys ain't going to enjoy it tomorrow. And he's just kind of laughing at me. He's like, hey, Logan, hey, Jake. I can't do an American accent. Come over here. And asked me to repeat it. And they just laughed. I was like, have you seriously not sent anyone to York Hall to see where you're going tomorrow? And they were like, oh, I'll be fine. And of course, I think when the rose gold wrapped Bentleys and Rolls Royces probably weren't the best idea in life. So stick out a little bit in Bethnal Green. But I think we took it. It went as far, like kind of right on the line to being that's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
One tiny step over, and it would have been horrendous.
Right.
Luckily, nobody got hurt, and it definitely got under Logan and Jake's skin. They both
you
got off stage.
could see that. You could see that a mile off that it got to him.
Because the kids were throwing stuff and climbing up on the kind of like whatever you call it, like,
and just the abuse he was getting.
I
loved
how British it was. It's so us.
yeah. In America, it was Walmart, and in the UK, it was
Suck your mum. That is all they were shouting at. Logan looked like he was going to cry. Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Have you seen some of the videos? Have you seen the Tottenham and Arsenal fans clashing on the bridge in America?
Yeah. It's the most timid thing ever, isn't it?
Who are you? Who are you?
When people say "suck your mum," what bit are you supposed to suck?
Let's
For some reason, my mind went, okay, what's the answer? I should have just...
I just thought, Bitty.
He's on about tits.
And now we're back to what we normally do.
Yeah, this is how. We've had a bit of professional business chat with Stuart, and now we're talking about sucking mum's tits. Sorry. Right. So they're there. They're absolutely petrified, as I think I would be if I was in Bethnal Green having bricks thrown at me. Logan bottled it, didn't he?
Yeah. Logan bottled it. Whatever he said, he bottled it. I think.
Was that not planned then?
100%.
He had a whole show he was supposed to do there.
Yeah.
And what, he just walked off?
I think he realised that I think what's probably going through his head my management are a bunch of absolute twats. Why have they not told me? I think he was expecting to come into some glamorous kind of ceremony again. He's like, what is this? Kind of the backstage and also the abuse he was getting. He realised that, like in America for the press conference in LA, there was still at least 50% that were KSI fans.
Yeah.
in York
half
Hall,
an
there
hour.
was not a single
No.
Logan Paul fan in there, and
Yeah.
everyone's like you say, is like, "Suck your mum,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
pedo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad got so much
Dad
abuse
got
as well.
battered.
Yeah.
Why would you take him after everything? I'd
Yeah.
leave. I would not take my dad if he was being called a pedo by people.
No,
I'd keep him out of the way.
I watched back that Greg Paul clip of him snogging them
That's
girls.
rank, innit?
It's
Oh,
so horrible.
I thought you meant the other Greg Paul clip.
Uh,
You've not seen
oh.
that, have you?
No.
Okay, yeah, move on.
Nah,
What?
dwell,
Yeah.
dwell,
You can't stop at
dwell.
that.
Yeah.
What clip's
what is
that?
it?
Have you not seen the one on? Well, I don't know if it is on Pornhub because I don't go on them myself, but I've heard that there is one on there.
Wow.
Well, you just type in Greg Paul.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
try-
my
if you
phone's on
Google-
charge outside. Fucking go.
Greg Paul, not with an underage.
Oh no, it can't be.
Disclaimer: I didn't say that. You did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that my mind is
I assumed that you
God.
that you were leading on to that.
no, but I'll be searching that up later.
Greg Paul, what a
Not in
character.
that way. That made it sound like I'm excited.
Jack wanks over Greg Paul.
I'll be searching that up later. So we the press conference. Did any of the cars get scratched up?
Yeah, a couple of them got dented and booted. I think it's Izzardi, is it, from Team 10?
Right.
You should Google what his past is. It's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, he spent time in jail for being a pimp in Vegas.
What?
Jesus.
Jeez. I feel like
This is
can we make this
amazing.
podcast 4 hours long? That's mental. So you have the press conference. Logan bottled it. What was it like when he walked off stage? Did you see him?
He just went straight into the car and then tried to get out, and obviously all the kids outside that couldn't get in were blocking him in, and Shannon Briggs is going around going, "Champ, get rid of him, champ."
He's like a Pokemon, isn't he? He only says one thing.
He lives in Maidstone now, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yeah, he lives in Maidstone. He's a Medway lad.
That's mental. That is mental.
I don't know why he lives in Medway, but he does.
Oh, because he's a champ. But then it's fight night, I guess. After the press conference, what was that like? What was it like for you? It must have been nervous, hey?
So, to be honest, I'm a boxing fan. So I last year, them two events, I lived the dream, literally. I mean, there wasn't a lot of science into what we did. We basically went to the venue and said, "Oh, can we just have a look at how Matchroom and Frank Warren do it? Just have a look at their floor plan. Okay, we'll have that one."
Right? Yeah. That's
Nice.
I'd love to say that, that we come up with it all ourselves, but
That's fair enough, though. Like if
it's
that's a
not
formula
broke,
that
if it's
that
not broke, don't
works,
fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, for me, like getting Michael Buffer in for the as a ring announcer and kind of all the other stuff, it was just like living a dream. I absolutely loved it.
and it ran so smoothly. Well, at least it looked like it ran smoothly from my point of
Yeah,
view.
it looked like it ran smoothly, which is the main thing. Unfortunately, with the you can imagine what Logan and Jake Paul's team are like. They're literally coming in 5 minutes before Logan's gonna do his ring walk and saying he's coming out to KSI's song. I was like, no, he's not. He's like, no, he's coming out, and they literally got lawyers coming in going, if you stop him from coming out to KSI's On Point song, then we're going to sue you. And I was like, look, it's not, the walkout tune's not in the it's not in the contract. Therefore, he's coming out in what he's coming out. I was like, if you're going to take the piss, then he can come out to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And at that point, they kind of just little things like that, always pecking away.
Was that supposed to throw you guys off? Was that why? How is that American banter? How is that mugging someone off, coming out to?
Well, exactly. I
Well,
think
it probably boils down to mind games. Surely, is trying to get into KSI's head.
Well, JJ wouldn't have seen it because he was coming out last, so it was just.
But would it have got back to him or?
Maybe, but he was in the dressing room,
Yeah,
so
yeah, true.
Makes Logan look like a fan, though.
Yeah.
Love this song.
Well, Logan should be a fan because
saved
KSI
his
saved his
career.
fucking career.
Yeah.
Well, were you very much backstage with JJ then on the night?
Not so much, to be honest. It was kind of going in and out of the dressing room, but obviously putting on the fight and the undercards and everything else. So it was generally running back and forward pretty much constantly. But yeah, it was good fun. But like I say, it was dealing with Americans is not the easiest.
No,
I don't mean generalize Americans, by the way. Some Americans are very nice.
Yeah.
I mean particular ones. That,
I think when you said Americans, you meant Pauls, didn't you?
yeah, Pauls and members of their management. They're an interesting bunch.